Cornerstone Retirement Partners presents Your Course to Retirement with Grand Rapids Certified Financial Planner Ron Corser and Nolan Gosley. Cornerstone Retirement Partners are planning today for the potential of tomorrow.
And we are here with Ron Corser, CFP, founder of Cornerstone Retirement Partners. 2022 was a challenging year, but we are going to be talking about some silver linings, particularly for seniors as we move into 2023. Ron, always a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Well, you're very welcome. Again, I'm Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. If you have any questions relating to retirement income, investment planning, Medicare questions, please give us a call at 616-301-2581. That's 616-301-2581. Or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there. We'll reach out to you and get you what you need so you can make really good decisions for yourself and your family when it comes to everything financial. So there is some good news, a silver lining. And there's, as you said, silver linings and rainbows always come when there's a storm or something. And this has been a really interesting year, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I know that talking to our clients, it's like, wow, what's going to happen next? When's the next shoe going to drop? And does anybody really have any idea what's going on? I've got my own thoughts on that, but the consensus from our retirement folks is that I don't think a lot of people know what's going on or have a handle on it. But we have to get along in this world and we have to get through what's coming. So there is some good news coming down the road. The first piece of good news is this, is that in 2023, if you're on Social Security, your Social Security payment's going to go up by approximately 8.7%. That is substantial. That is a big, big increase. And it's important to understand why that increase has happened. It hasn't happened because a politician made it happen. It happens because there's an actual law that says whenever there's a cost of living increase, Social Security payments must, by law, increase to cover that. So we think about it. We've got inflation around the 8.3% mark. It's been a little higher, been a little lower this year. So increase in Social Security payments is forthcoming because of law. And that's good news. Everybody needs a bump. So if we think about it, maybe the worst case scenario is that we're dealing with a lot of inflation, but at least the Social Security part of our benefit plan and income plan and retirement is covering some of that cost of living inflation kind of increases that we're seeing in the supermarkets, at the gas pump, and everywhere else. So that's good news. It really is. Now, there's a second part that's kind of related to this, which is an interesting thing, and that's the Part B premiums on Medicare. So generally speaking, Medicare premiums cannot go up, cannot increase, unless there's an increase in Social Security payments. So we just got done talking about Social Security is going to go up 8.7%. That means, oh my goodness, is the Medicare premium going to go up? And interestingly, the answer is no. The Part B premium is going to go down by about $5 a month. How can that be? Well, it has a lot to do with the kind of arithmetic they use at the Medicaid place when they comprehend it. But primarily, it's because there's a drug that was used for Alzheimer's disease that has been kind of, instead of made available for everybody, it's only going to be made available for certain people, which in this drug costs about $56,000 a month. So based on that and the fact that it's going to be restricted, they're able to reduce the payments to Medicare Part B. Now, $5 a month doesn't seem like a lot, but in this day and age, I'll take anything we can get. I really will. So two good pieces of news. Social Security payments are going to go up. The Part B premium on Medicare is going to go down just a little bit. So that's good news. Really is.
Well, those are two good pieces of news. Typically, we see Social Security, when increases do occur, combined and coincide with increases to Medicare premiums. And we're going to see a little bit of a double benefit, Social Security going up while Medicare premiums generally going down across the board. This next one, Ron, as we started the conversation, really does have the cloud first as the predominant part, but a little bit of a silver lining to it. RMDs will potentially be lower into 2023. Why is that?
Well, here's what we're going to find out. Everybody listening to today's program, if you're a glass half full or a glass half empty person. What do I mean by that? Required minimum distributions, that portion that you must take out of your IRA or tax deferred accounts when you begin to get to be 72 and older. The percentage is going to go up in a year, but, and here's the big part, the markets are already down 20% or more. A lot of IRA accounts have had substantial losses. And here's how they compute the required minimum distribution. They take the value of your IRA account. Let's just focus on IRAs on the 31st of December. So the 31st of December this year, they'll take a look at what the value of that account is. And then based on your age, they will assign a percentage that you have to take out of your tax deferred account. So they'll take the value of that IRA, let's just say you just have one, multiply it by the percentage, and that will be your required minimum distribution. Now, here's the part we all know and unfortunately we've experienced. The market has not been kind to us at all this year. So for many of our clients, and we've seen it, probably the account value in the IRA on the 31st of December this year will be lower than it was on the 31st of December last year. That means for a lot of folks, there's been a reduction in the value of those IRA accounts. They're worthless. It's a smaller number. And even though the percentage goes up every year, it's possible that people will see in the coming year, in 2023, that they won't have as big a required minimum distribution out of their IRA for the coming year as they did for 2022. So why is that good news? It's not good news that the account value is down. I'm not here to tell you that. It's good news because a lot of people, a lot of our clients don't really need their RMDs. It's just that they have to take them out because the government requires it so they can tax. So the RMDs are something that they have to do. Some people still need it to live on, and I understand that. The other part that's interesting is that for those people who are charitable minded and have been using a qualified charitable deduction, what is that? That's where you can take your required minimum distribution and give it away to a qualified charity. It's not going to be taxed as income. You're not going to claim it as income. So if you're a tither, if you're giving to a church or charities of your choice, and you've always wanted to give more, it may or may not be possible. You'll have to see as to what your requirement distribution will be for the coming year. But you can still certainly give that away to a qualified charity if you're of mind to do that. And it may be a little less this year. We'll see what happens. But that's a third part. So we've gone through three things, haven't we? So
that last one, a little bit of a stretch looking for a silver lining on that, if I am quite frank.
I know. But I may have to repent after that one, huh?
Perhaps I'm the glass is half empty type. But this last one I do think is a benefit.
Yeah, we got three things going on, right? So Social Security is going up. Medicare payments are going to go down by about $5. And maybe for some people, the required minimum distribution, the actual number will be lower. So what's the fourth part? Here's the part that for those of you that are still working and you're part of a retirement plan, an employer-sponsored plan, the good news is that you're going to be able to put away more if you choose. Now, before I tell you the number, I know somebody out there is already saying, wait a minute, the cost of everything has gone up. It's harder for me to buy gas and bread and milk to pay my bills. And now you're saying the government says, well, I can put more away for retirement. And the answer is yes, but I'm just the messenger here. I'm not the one who created this. So don't yell at me because I'm very sensitive actually. But you can put more away. And for people working, for some people, that could be a real benefit. So think about this. The most you could defer before was about $20,500. This year, you can defer $22,500. And if you're over 50, you can defer another $7,500. So for somebody who's working still, an employer-sponsored plan, you can actually defer up to $30,000 starting next year. And that can be substantial, particularly for those of you who are blessed with a 401k Roth account. What is that? That's an account where you can put away your employee contribution. into a tax-deferred account. You will not get a tax deduction for putting it into a Roth. It'll go tax-deferred, and it'll come out tax-free whenever you have separation from service or you stop working and you roll it into an IRA Roth. So what a great opportunity to save more on a tax-deferred, tax-free basis. You're going to pay tax now, but think about this, ladies and gentlemen. We are probably in the lowest tax environment we're going to be for the rest of our days. Between government spending and inflation, I'm not sure taxes can stay this low. In fact, if the government bureaucrats don't do anything about this, in 2025, we will have kind of a stealth increase in taxes because the tax code will go from where it is today to back where it was in 2017 before the giant tax bill went through. That means the brackets are going to go up, the taxes and percentages are going to go up. So we'll have a tax increase, even if they don't do anything down in Washington, D.C. So we've got four benefits, don't we? Social Security is going up. Medicare going to come down a little bit. The RMD still going to be there. It may not be as big. That could be a good thing. And then if you're still working, you have the ability to put more money away, which is always a good thing because I think down the road we're all going to need it. So ladies and gentlemen, if any of these things have brought up questions that you need answers for, you want to know how it impacts your own life, give us a call here at Cornerstone Retirement Partners, 616-301-2581, 616-301-2581, or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. That's www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there. We'll reach out to you and get you everything you need so you can make really good decisions for yourself and your family.
Tune into Cornerstone Retirement Partners' full radio program, Your Course to Retirement, Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock at News Radio WOOD, or visit cornerstone-rp.com for many valuable resources, including those mentioned on this show and other great episodes of Your Course to Retirement.
The content of this radio show is provided for informational purposes only and is not a solicitation or recommendation of any investment strategy. You are encouraged to seek investment, tax, or legal advice from an independent professional advisor.
Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group is solely an indication that the financial advisor has attended training provided by Ed Slott and Company, passed biannual examinations on material covered at conferences and in webinars, and met other membership requirements, and does not constitute an endorsement of any kind. Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group members pay a fee for the educational programs that allow them to be included in the Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group. Membership does not guarantee investment success. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.
Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Any investments and/or investment strategies mentioned involve risk, including the possible loss of principal.
Any comments regarding safe and secure investments and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory products.
Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.